All right, so we're trying to make sure the filter does what it does. Happy Friday. It is January the 14th, episode 2 of Talks with the Tax Cop. So eventually we're gonna get to a point where I get fancy and, you know, my editing crew, we step it up and we we have music, we have an introduction, we have all these things. Doesn't look as grainy, but right now I'm gonna get the content out here, right? So happy Friday to you all. For those who don't know me, my name is Patrice L. Berry. I'm an enrolled agent, AKA the Tax Cop, and this is my channel, Talks with the Tax Cop. So what we're doing is just doing some small tips for today before we jump into what I want to talk about that y'all should be aware of. I'm going to try to share my screen on some stuff. I should have moved some stuff differently, but I know exactly how I'm going to do it. Now, normally I'm right-handed. Fun fact, right? You're like, what do I care? But I have my other screens up and I didn't have everything put up with the things that I want to focus on. Today, we're going to be talking about how to get ready for the upcoming tax season. Y'all excuse me, like this real deal. Me and this head wrap, right? Me being fancy. Y'all like fix your stuff before you get on the camera, right? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna wrap it around my locked ponytail. Y'all getting hair accessories, real talk, all at the same time. My bun, my fanciness, all authentically. Y'all like, she didn't, y'all, I begged for this to not come loose. Okay, so we're putting this tight. Thank God my elbow's not ashy. All right, so we wrapped it around my locked ponytail. Y'all check out my t-shirts, right? Eat, pray, work. I need to go eat my stuff, right? Drink some water, live your best life. This is from one of my clients, Winnie Weston. Check her out, Winnie Weston. I'm gonna make sure we put her website on here. One of my, my bookkeeping tax accountants and clients. I'm the accountant, right? One of my clients, beautiful illustrations. Her illustration is in the back as well. I'm so happy she has apparel. Like I have been dying for apparel. So when she introduced apparel on Black Friday, I jumped all over that thing. And so I love to support my clientele. I love a good t-shirt. Okay, so y'all know somebody who got a good t-shirt brand or something like that, go and drop it below in the comments. But I love to support and I love to look cute. All I gotta do is go work on my little eyelashes and y'all, she gonna be ready and then not have my hair wrapped. Just do crazy stuff, man. Okay, so let's get into it. Today's content, we're going to talk about how to really get ready for tax season as you move forward, not just for the 2022 tax season period, but just what you need to do to make life easier for yourself so you're not stressed out, and for your tax preparer that you are working with to make things run smoothly through the process. All right, but before we begin, this is 2022 when some things happened. You could be watching this or listening to this years from now, and some things did happen in 2021. One of the things that happened was we got an advance on a child tax credit. We had some stimulus so that the economy could be stimulated. So we had some stimulus come out. We had stimulus round 1 and 2 that got accounted for on the 2020 tax return. We had a stimulus 3 that's going to be accounted during this tax season on the 2021 tax return. And then we actually also had an advanced child tax credit that came out. They increased the limits based on the age of your children. And I have a blog post on my website, The Tax Cop, where I talked all about that this summer. And they actually started in July of 2021 through December of 2021, gave us an advance, a 50% advance based off of what is going to happen. So we hope that rolls out good in the dice when we start doing taxes and we have to do these reconciliations. But the reason why I wanted to mention that is because this week in the mail, the good IR to the S sent letters out I received mine. I have 4 children. I mentioned that before. And so what I need you all to do, and the reason why I want to stress this as the tax tip, as we're talking about getting ready for the tax season, is my husband got a letter that had my husband's name on it, okay? Him have an account, and then she got an account, so my name is on it. And for those of you that are filing jointly, or if you're filing separately, however you're doing it, when you go to your tax preparer or you're filing your own taxes, I'm gonna need you to have both letters. Like, that's really the deal, right? You need to have both letters, because y'all, they done split these payments in half. I had to go back and do my own calculations, because I know, and I was like, oh, I had looked at my own letter and was like, that's kind of low for these 4 children. And so what I did is I went back. This is why I tell y'all, taxes is addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. You're gonna need to go add up how much money you got in that account, and then make sure it reconciles back to these statements that you receive from the IRS, so this stuff adds up correctly. So if you are giving documentation to your tax preparer for them to prepare your taxes, make sure that you give them both letters for the husband and the wife, so that both are reconciled accordingly. All right, so that's my #1 tax tip for today, right? Okay, and that's for 2022. When y'all listen this down the road and y'all like, oh, she extra animated, y'all know what happened. Life was, you got to do all this reconciliation. Y'all is out here in these streets for these tax preparers and say it's no joke. They got our fingerprints on file. We got to be above board. All right, so let's jump into it. All right, I want to show you all something that I absolutely like applaud. Come on, let's give it up for the IRS that they did this year. And I'm actually looking up because I want you all to see what they did. Like, this is so amazing. Like, oh my gosh. Y'all, I'm going to share this with y'all. Let me share my screen. So those of you all who are listening to the podcast, what I'm sharing, I'm gonna just tell you in a minute. Has a page on their site called Steps to Take Now to Get a Jump on Your Taxes. And it's for individuals. And so they're talking about what's going on for the upcoming tax season. So y'all put IRS steps to take now to get a jump on your taxes, and look at the great tips that the IRS are giving. For those who know me, y'all listen to me. If you've been on my social media channels, if you heard me on a live, Facebook or Instagram, y'all, I tell y'all the IRS is a gentleman. I'm trying to tell y'all, he send you a lot of different letters before he come and snatch your stuff, come get you, or send the peoples, right? That's gentlemen let you know, hey, I'm coming, and I'm coming forward to grab all your stuff. Like, they just not thugs, not at all. I know y'all feel like it, but the IRS is the gentleman's. All right, so what's going on is they're telling you different things, steps you can take now to make tax filing easier. And you want it to be as easy for you as it is for your tax preparer, right? You want to view your account information online. You, of course, gather all your documentation and your records. Check and make sure that you have your identification numbers, social security numbers for them kids, yourself, make sure all your numbers are great. Go and, if you need to, go get you an identity protection number. So if you get an IP PIN from either the state or the IRS, make sure you have your letter. That letter has got to be provided to the tax preparer so we can electronically file. Make sure you withheld enough tax. Like, I have a whole, this right here, they send you to the daggone link where you can actually adjust it in an estimator that I talk about all the time. I have a recording that I give out to my clients where I walk them through that estimate. Y'all, this is for those of y'all that like, whoo, I'm sick and tired and being sick and tired, and I don't know if I'm withholding enough money. Y'all better go to that Irs Tax Withholding Estimator. You can print it, you can edit it, you can save it. I mean, it's a great tool. It's one of my favorite tools to show clients, especially my clients that aren't working with me full time for tax planning. If you want to go out this like the wild, wild west, Come on, be equipped. All right. That'll preach y'all. And then get bank to speed tax refunds with direct deposit. All in all, that just means file the tax return electronically. Make sure we have your direct deposit information for refunds so that you can get your coins in your account. Okay. All right. What's new for this season? I already talked about this. Is why we started out this way. Reconcile advanced child tax credit payments. People, that letter number. Let's go. I'm gonna use this. I'm talking about this kind of stuff. The letter number that you're going to get is letter 6419. And since if you're married, filing jointly, each spouse have their own account. That is why they split it. So the IRS recognizes that you file jointly. However, they split the account because y'all both got your own social security numbers. And so they put that amount in half. So you and your spouse should be on the lookout for a letter 6419. I'm gonna say that real slow. Letter 6419. Okay. Then we got that recovery rebate, AKA that stimulus round 3 got to be accounted for. All right. So y'all should get some notification for those of you that received a stimulus. Yeah, I said it like that on purpose. Stimulus. And if not, that's why it's important for you. If you don't have the paper or you don't remember how much you got, it's important for you to go to the IRS and create your account, because when you go and look at your account, it allows you to see your stimulus amounts. It lets you see notices. It's a whole lot of things. A lot of people didn't even realize that the IRS allowed them to build an account, but I'm going to show you where you can do that as well. It's one of my favorite things to show clients. And understand how long it takes for refunds to come. Normally, when you do direct deposit, depending on what delays are happening, within 21 days, you should have a refund in your account. And there's always a way for you to go check and get the status of your refund. Is on the IRS website. You can reach out to your tax preparer, or you can go on the IRS website yourself and get the status of your refund, so you will be always in the know. What I tell you, only gentlemen let you know all this stuff going on. Come on now, do it, IRS. Let's go and look real quickly before y'all get to see my lovely face. Again, I encourage all my clients to go get an account with the IRS. It's on the front page. So I clicked the link from the where I was before, but I'm going to go back to just the home page of irs.gov real quick. Let's hit back a couple of times. Girl, get it together, boo. Get it together. Hit irs.gov. And it says sign into your account. That is where you're going to go. Sign into your account. It will take you to where you need to. They got it on the, in reality, they got this account thing on there 3-4 times on the home page. Excuse me. And the reason why they have it on the home page that many times is because they want you to be in the know. So we want you to go ahead and empower yourself. I'm gonna stop sharing. Y'all gonna be able to see me again. The IRS wants you to be empowered. And the reason why they want you to be empowered is because you need to know what's going on with your account. You should know what they know about you. And then it puts the power with you. So when you're looking at your transcripts, and I'll do a video on how to read transcripts, just high level, right? Once you get your transcript, you can be able to match that thing up with the documentation that you're getting from your employers, or from your bank for 1099 interest, or from your mortgage statement, or from retirement accounts. You'll make sure that you have all your documentation. Now, this is the thing that makes it sticky. The IRS don't put all the wage and income transcript out until like around the summertime. So it makes it very sticky. It does. I think they're trying to do it faster. They're working on some stuff. Y'all see, they do improve a sleeker gentleman. It's like he been working in the gym and got some clothes, got a little bit smaller, and got some athleisure wear on. Okay, that's what the website is giving me. It's giving me those type of vibes, because before it was convoluted. Right when the administration switched, it was very, very transparent, but a lot of information on the front. with the previous administration, did some stuff. And now it's like, you know, we've been working out for some months. And now we got some athleisure wear and we feeling good about ourselves. We sprayed on some cologne. It's a little bit better streamlined. Okay. That's what it's giving me. And this is somebody who is always on a website, always calling the IRS to represent and talk on behalf of clients and getting information. So I just wanted to share that with you all. This is how you can empower yourself, make the process go much smoother for you and your tax preparer. Y'all come a little closer. I'm gonna tell you this. A lot of, like, if you're working with someone who is virtual or is asking you to fill out paperwork and you're not going into like an H&R Block or something like that, be respectful and pay attention to the engagement letters and organizers that your tax preparer is giving you. That is your checklist of sorts. That is your reminder. Hey, that's right. I did do some things like crypto. This year, I should be going to look for a statement. Those are the things you need to pay attention to. And we do not put these things together just for ish and giggles, okay? We don't do that. We do it because we have systematized our processes to make sure that we are doing everything in our power to, number one, make sure you're in compliance, make sure that we have everything so we can avoid you ending up in underreporting or avoid you having to have to do an amended return because we left something out. We're trying to make sure that we cross our T's and dot all our I's before we go knee deep into preparing a return. So there's a lot of thought and preparation that goes into these processes. And there's a lot of thought and preparation that y'all have to do on y'all behalf to make sure everything is taken care of. I know it's kind of like scratching the lottery ticket. Do I owe? Do I get money back? And can I get my money back so I can have Christmas in April? I understand. I get it. Trust me. I understand that that's how people feel. But you want it done right. And you want it done accurately the first time, because when it gets messy and we have to go onto the resolution side, that can be frustrating. You don't want to go through the psychological and physiological feelings that it takes to get these IRS notices. Trust me, I know. Like I said, we primarily do tax planning. That includes tax prep, and we do tax resolution here at my firm. And I want you to know that you want to be in the best position and you want to be in the know as to what's going on. So if nothing more, the tips I gave you today, the two big takeaways that you need are that letter dealing with the advanced child tax credit. If you got payments, you want to be on the lookout for one letter. If it's just you and you're taking care of your child and it's not a two-parent household, but if it's a two-parent household and you filing jointly, you want two letters. All right, that was 6419, I believe, is the letter that we're talking about for the advanced child tax credit, and we need both of those to reconcile. If you got a stimulus, so this is three. I don't know how to count, right? I'm an accountant, I don't know how to count. I do know how to count. Tip number 2 is you are getting a stimulus letter. So that EIP letter for round 3, because we have to reconcile that. Make sure you can find that letter or do a printout from your account that you get from the IRS so that you can get a copy of that. Now, with that EIP, it is the same. You need to go to your spouse's account if you're married filing jointly and go print out yours and that spouse. Ask me how I know. People's refunds got caught up last year because numbers were off. A lot of people got notices saying the math was not done and the IRS had to recalculate because they were splitting those payments per account. Joint, 2 accounts, 2 social security numbers. You need to log on to both people's accounts and get that letter or that amount and provide both so we can add those up and put that on there and do the reconciliation correct. That is if you do not have a copy of your letter. Okay. And then finally, which is the key to all of this, is go and get on the IRS.gov and get you a letter. Get you an account. Get you an account. IRS.gov, right on the front. look at your account, say your online account, make sure that you have all the things that it's telling you to have so you can sign up for this account and you can be in the know of what they know about you. All right, so that is really all I have for you today. I'm going to end up posting this on Tuesday. Episode 1 and episode 2 are going to come out in podcast world at the same time. Y'all, stuff was hard. No, it wasn't hard. I got busy. I didn't finish setting up everything so that we could disperse the podcast in podcast land as a podcast, but I did launch it on the YouTube. Yeah, I talk like somebody, grandmama. I did launch it on the YouTube on Tuesday. So these videos will drop on YouTube on Tuesdays mornings by 8 o'clock. That's when I'm going to drop them. And then I want to sync podcasts to come out around that same time. So episode 1 and 2 will be coming out Podcastville. Episode 2 in video will drop on Tuesday, 8 o'clock in the morning. And then we will, sometimes I'll just shoot email videos out that have nothing to do with the podcast on the channel. Y'all let me know. Y'all starting to hear some stuff. Let me know what you like, what you don't like. I'm trying to figure out why it's not as sharp. Once we do some editing and all that kind of stuff to it, we're going to get better. Bear with us. We just starting out. We want to just get you the content. Okay. And so if there's anything you want to know, if you want to connect with me, you can connect with me, and I'll change some of my stuff in there. I'm on Instagram as the Tax Cop. I'm on Facebook as the Tax Cop, Patrice L. Berry. Might be Patrice L. Berry EA. And now I'm on YouTube with Talks with the Tax Cop. I do have a website that I'm tweaking, the Tax Cop, all things the Tax Cop, honey. We here. We in the building. And we're here to serve you. We want to share content with you. We want to share questions that how stuff works. Like I said before, I'm going to take the time out and talk to some of my clients, talk to other entrepreneurs, talk to other tax preparers, just have talks about this whole tax space, this accounting space, this bookkeeping space, and kind of demystify that joint, make it a little bit more comfortable, make it normal conversation. Not me just always talking at you, but really let's empower you to have the tools to move forward. For those of you that are hesitant to start businesses, at least put you in the realm so y'all can hear other things that other people did to get themselves out the gate, out the door, and thriving to move forward, and then making sure that they were covered on the back end so that that tax thing didn't kind of choke them out and get them in any sticky situations. All right, so that's what I got for you. I'll holla at you again. We'll be recording. We record on Fridays. We post on the following Tuesday. And let's see what 2022 bring us on a weekly basis. Thank you so much for your time. I look forward to talking to you. And it's me, Patrice L. Berry, aka the Tax Cop. Y'all have a great weekend. Mwah.